Well, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. It is Sunday morning. We are headed up to Junction, Colorado. All right, so this morning we decided to take the trip and go over 550, the $1 Million Highway, continuing on from Silverton. It is supposed to be the best section of the $1 Million Highway. It's not recommended for campers, but we're not the only ones. There's still some snow melt up here, and guys, it is just unbelievable. Definitely worth doing. This is called Red Mountain, and this is, guys, I've driven all over the world, in Europe and everywhere else, and this is just an amazing, amazing road. It's crazy, almost like a rock quarry. About another hour and a half, we're coming into Clifton Palisades area. Mike is up in front of us, and we're following him over to the Cameo range. You can see the mesas out in front of us. It's amazing how much the landscape changes in just a little bit of time. It just changes a ton. I mean, it's like you went from lush green waterfalls to just arid desert. It's pretty cool. All right, what would an X-Ring video be without shooting? Cameo Shooting and Education Complex. I've never met Mike before. Sounds nice on the phone. Worked out well. He had just gotten out of church and we were passing through at the same time. What he doesn't know was I pulled a Microtech out of my bag before we started this trip. And I said the first person that actually meets up with me is going to win that knife. So he doesn't even know that. So this will be pretty cool. So it's a pretty nice complex. Not as big as that front side I just came back from, but got a beautiful black backdrop. Got the American flag out here. Let's see if I can find a place to park. All right, guys, so this is Mike, Mountain Aerial Photography. He is the winner, the first person that actually met up with me while I was on my trip. Oh, wow. So congratulations to that Microtech.
I wasn't expecting that.
No, of course you weren't. I always try to give back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to maybe do some shooting, something. I don't know what we're gonna do, but either way, it's going to be a great day. Check this out. First class service. Have the Kawasaki, the mules here, and we're going to get out in the sun.
You know, for me, it's been great because being retired and
Yes,
loving to shoot, this is a perfect venue for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is their archery range. It's like Mike was saying, this venue is really starting to come alive. You got competitors like Garcia and Koenig putting on events out here. Doug just put on his first PRS match. You know, he's been shooting a lot of PRS, so let's get some rounds down range.
And then all the, we have our picnics and gatherings.
So guys, this is a really impressive facility. They have a full sporting clays course. You guys can see that. We're going through here. A lot of pretty much every discipline that you can think of. So it's called Cameo Shooting Range Educational Complex, just outside of Grand Junction. It says the military actually trains out here quite a bit because they like the geography. It simulates a lot of Afghanistan and the winds. You guys can see. Just a really cool opportunity to see a range I've never been to. All right, guys, so they're building the pillars here for a 2,000-yard range. Guys, if you live in this area and you're not a member of this club, I think it's only $150 for a family membership a year. That is insane, based on where I'm from. This Optics Team Challenge, I'm just going to be shooting 9mm Federal, the Syntec. Never shot this before, so I need to make sure that it functions in this pistol. This is the Akai custom 9mm. Big shout out to Shay Akai, and we've got some steels out here. The middle one one's 21, and then the furthest one's 41. Oh, excuse me, 28 and 41 for the middle and the far back. So I'll make sure I can hit those, just verify everything, and we'll go from there. So we'll go 28 yards first.
Stand by. Begin.
All right, Mike, take your time, not for time or anything. Good shooting there, Mike. Nice way to show. Good job.
My pistols are never that crisp.
Yeah. Well, good shooting. While I'm here, what we're going to do is we're going to review a pistol by Arex Defense. Now, this is made in Slovenia. This is chambered in 9mm, and the price point on this is about $430. It offers a lot because it is red dot ready. I don't know how many plates it comes with, and it is not really a Glock clone, even though it appears to be. What you've got is you've got your ambidextrous slide release, or slide lock, whichever you want to call it. Yep. You also have ambidextrous magazine release on both sides, and then to take it down, you don't have to fire it. What you're going to do is pull down on the double levers like you would on a Glock, and pull back forwards, and it just lifts straight off because you have these index tabs, so it doesn't slide on all the way. Taking it apart is just like any standard pistol. You've got your retained recoil spring and your barrel. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot this Arex Delta M 9x19. I've never shot one before. It does have the irons on here, but they do not co-witness through this RMR. I can tell you that. It's going to need some suppressor height sights. It is striker fired. Let's see how we can do on this thing. All right, so we're just going to shoot a couple rounds out of the 9mm. It is topped off with the Hollow Sun, the 407K. It is a Gen 2. And by the way, this is a Gen 2 pistol. So let's go ahead and see what this is like. I'm not going to waste any time with the close steel. We'll just go ahead and go straight to the 28 yards. That's an impact. A loaded chamber indicator. It does not have an external extractor like you would see on the side of the Glocks. It's internal, but this thing actually shoots really well. It does have a changeable grip system, so you can change out the back straps. But for $430, you know, I'd need to have more time behind it. But initial impressions, and with the stuff that I'm seeing coming out of Slovenia and some of the other places in Turkey, it's hard to beat some of them, you know, like the Canics and whatnot. Sub $500 for 9mm. Now the trick is getting that 9mm ammunition. It is starting to come back around. Mike behind the pistol. Thanks for the hospitality, Mike, and thanks for showing me around the Cameo shooting complex. This is an unbelievable facility. I just wish I had something like this back at home. Mike, anything you want to add? Other than I appreciate you watching the channel. You've watched it for a long time.
I have, and the one thing I will say about Ray is he really tells it like it is, and it's somebody you can really trust and learn from, and that's the big thing.
Well, I appreciate that. Guys, I always try to bring you the facts, and I always try to give back. Hope you enjoyed this. We're going to head out to Rifle and try to hit some waterfalls. The family doesn't know it yet, but we're going to head out there shortly. So, by the Lord's grace, we were actually able to get a campsite, but not at Rifle Falls. So, Rifle Gap is the lake. And so we did get a campsite there, but just down the road, and they didn't know this, there's a place called Rifle Falls, and it is a must-see. I haven't seen it. We're getting ready to find out. We're going to try to do some swimming. They actually have caves behind the falls that you can explore. Could be fun. Isn't that a beautiful waterfall? Oh, I'm so funny. How cool is this? You guys already know how I am about caves. But Ella said she'd go back here with me. Yeah, this is what we bring. That's mold.
Yeah.
So people bring that in. Crazy, crazy tight. Coming through that gap. Pretty darn cool. It opens up into this big chamber. How cool is that? So what do you think so far?
A lot of diversity. It's super pretty.
It is. We've been going from desert to unbelievable mountains to waterfalls. This is creeks. Great stretch of road, man. If you ever take time to do a break or anything like that, and you can be on the road for a little bit, I definitely recommend it. This has been awesome. Even though we live in the mountains, it's a different type of mountains, different type of beauty. Cold or warm? What do you think?
Warm.
I say it's gonna be cold. I say it'll be frigid. It's ice cold, isn't it? Holy crud. Yeah, we won't be doing any swimming in this. All right, guys, so this water's freezing. It's like frigid, so she's saying she's gonna go in. I got my feet in.
I'm like sinking into it. Just a little bit colder than the other one. I'm gonna do it. Oh my gosh.
Oh. All right, so she can't outdo me, and you haven't seen whiteness like this. This is redneck. Hopefully I don't lose your boyfriend. Gotcha. Well, that's cold. You know the Asian's got to have his rice and ramen noodles. Well, folks, that's enough adventure for one day. So tomorrow we're going to work our way to Alcova Lake and up towards Casper, Wyoming, and get settled in, getting ready for the Burris Extreme or the Burris Optics Challenge. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys have requested me do a review of this Micro Mini. I might end up doing that, so I'll label it as such. Hope you have a good week. Thanks for joining in. Talk to you soon.